Welcome back to Dream Nuggets. As we know, Satan is the father of lies. He is a deceiver who poses and comes across as an angel of light. But we know that he is evil. And I have seen this so clearly through my dreams. The Lord has shown me that not everything is as what it seems to be, and I cannot take everything for face value. And this has spilled over into my waking life, where I have learned to judge things as God judges them and to have an increased discernment and awareness and alertness throughout my everyday life in interacting with people or different situations or the ebbs and flows of spiritual life. So I want to share two dreams that I've had with you that has really showed me the blatant lying nature of the enemy and how deceptive he tries to be. Dream number one. There was an octopus squid-like creature that was wrapped around my torso, and I felt it as I was sleeping. It was one of those dreams where the dream felt so real, but it really could have been happening in real life as well. They were very connected, very in sync. So I felt this octopus squid thing on top of my torso, and its tentacles are closing around me. And I was kind of waking up kind of groggy, and I started just speaking in tongues even before I was fully awake. And the creature said to me, "What do you think that can do? That can't do anything. That's foolishness." But I continued speaking in tongues. And shortly after that, the creature shrunk from the size of my torso to being able to fit to the middle of my palm. And in the dream, I just took a dinner knife and sliced it into, killed it completely, dead, gone. So that was one of the first dreams that really showed me the deceptive nature of our enemy and how easily he lies, how well he lies, how frequently he lies, and how believable it can be, and how he uses it to throw us off, to stop us from doing things, to trip us up and to throw us off. Because in that dream, if I had really listened to this thing, because it spoke with such confidence, such ownership and agency of what it was saying, and such disdain, as if what I was doing, the speaking in tongues, really had no effect on it. If I really had listened to that, I would have stopped. But if I had stopped, then I would not have been able to defeat that creature, that spirit, and been able to just shrink it just like that to something that was so easily manageable. And I have had other dreams in line with that, where the enemy comes across looking very big and magnified. But when I persist in prayer or just standing my ground, whatever the case may be, in the dream, that creature, that spirit, that threat that had seemed so large shrinks. And I've had multiple dreams like that. The second dream I had, there was a girl in a room I had walked into, and she, for whatever reason, didn't like me, and she asked a group of nearby guys to surround me and to restrain me. I don't know if they had wanted to kidnap me or to kill me or what, but their intentions toward me were not good. And when I realized that that was happening and they were getting in close and putting hands on me, I just spoke the word drunkenness, and a literal drunkenness overcame them, and they were completely powerless and were unable to restrain me. But I just got so angry at the posture of this girl because she was so against me and malicious. I walked up to her and I slapped her really hard in the face, and then I began subduing her and attacking her and hitting her very, 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 very hard. But throughout the dream, she just maintained this very arrogant smirk on her face, which I do find to be a commonality when I encounter malicious, evil spirits in my dreams. They all have this arrogant smirk on their faces, and she had it as well all throughout the time that I was hitting her and subduing her. And so when I woke up from the dream, I was wondering, oh my gosh, was it a case where I shouldn't have been hitting her, or did it even make a difference because she didn't react, she didn't back down in any way? But the more I thought about it, I realized this is a deception. The enemy wants us to believe that what we're doing has no impact, makes no difference, to throw us off from our consistent praying, to throw us off from our fasting, to throw us off from our worship and our fellowshipping and the good things that we are doing. But remember that Satan is the father of lies. So I encourage us to stay alert and be led by the Spirit and in the Spirit at all times. Do not just rely on your eyes, on our physical senses, or even other people's opinions to inform us in the situation. Always be led by the Spirit. Remember the story of Joshua in the Bible, the Gibeonites, where they looked so worn and raggedy and they deceived him. And that came with consequences, and he did not consult with the Lord. So remember that Satan is the father of lies. He's always trying to deceive you. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Be led in the Spirit at all times. Judge with your spiritual eyes, no matter what the enemy is trying to let you think is happening, no matter what other people may be saying. You listen to God. Keep your eyes on God. Be encouraged. See you next month.